Hello guys, and welcome to the first look at Planet Coaster, the game we're all very excited to get our hands on. We're going to be talking multiplayer options, modular building, coasters, animation, all sorts of things, and we're going to find out what is in the Alpha 1 that you guys are going to be getting your hands on tomorrow. Hello guys, my name is Biffa and you're about to watch some exclusive footage that was recorded when myself and some other YouTubers were invited down to a press event in London. We were allowed to sit down and play for about an hour on the game, and I also had an interview with Nick, who's the head of animation working on Planet Coaster, so we get some real insights into the game. And I tell you what, the enthusiasm these developers have got for this game is probably only matched by those of us that have actually played it and loved it. It's so exciting, really looking forward to getting our hands on this. I'm going to play the game again tomorrow with you guys. I'm waiting for my copy too, but we're going to learn all sorts of things about what's in the alpha for you guys, all the other things that we spoke about in the introduction that you heard there. So I'm going to let you watch this interview, but then be sure to stick around to the end because I've got some more information for you as well. So let's dive in to the interview with Nick, the head of animation, and watch out and see what you can spot in the footage that I recorded as well. Right, I'm here with Nick, the head of animation working on Planet Coaster. Welcome, how are you?
Hello everyone. I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good. Nice to have you along with me. So we're going to just sit and look through some footage here that we have recorded of the game and just sort of discuss what we see, let people know some of the exciting things that are coming up. And I thought we'd start with this screen at the beginning here. I like where this is heading on here. What can you tell us about what we're seeing with all these little pins in the world?
So this first screen is a little idea of what our community screen is going to be like. So when you first boot up the game, you're going to get this globe with all these pins on. And this is where you're going to be able to share your park and see everyone else's parks and all the little bits and pieces that they're going to be sharing with you. So modular scenery that they've made and things like roller coasters and stuff like that. All that sharing is going to happen on this screen. You'll have a little pin in the part of the world where it came from, so you'll be able to see little bits and pieces that people have shared from all over the world. But for the sake of the alpha, we've just populated that with some of the parks that our staff have made for you to enjoy.
Oh, brilliant. So all of these, people can play them now, jump in, have a look at them, mess around with them.
That's right. So you can jump in there, you can edit them, you can see what people have done, you can just have a play around, and you can see the end result of what we've been able to do with a few hours set aside with our tools.
Fantastic. We after recording, I played around with quite a few of these worlds. They're really, really nice. I think we're going to look at one at the end of the session as well together.
Oh, that would be great, yeah.
Really good. But we're jumping into the Sandbox one. So this is the empty flat field that we can have a play around in. We're going to load that one up. So we've got this entrance here, and I think you were telling me a bit about this. Did somebody design this themselves?
Yeah, so this entrance has been built by one of our staff. The whole thing's been built entirely using our modular scenery tools. So everything you see here, this isn't a big prefabricated piece of art. We've used little sections of walls and roofs and scenery pieces to generate this entrance. So it gives you an idea of the way that you can dress up your entrances and gives you a small glimpse of the kind of power that the tools give you.
Brilliant. So all the bits that made up this entrance here are available for people to use themselves now in the game as well?
Absolutely. You could make exactly this one with the tools that we've given you, or you could delete the whole thing and build your own one. It's up to you.
Oh, fantastic. I after we'd had our recording session the other day at the offices, I just sat down and played the game probably for about 3.5, 4 hours or something.
Oh, wow.
I just sat there on the floor just playing it non-stop the whole time, and I was so hooked on playing it. So even though on the footage you're probably watching now, I'm struggling to like place a path and things like that because it's the first time. Didn't you say I was the first person as well outside?
You were the very first person outside of Frontier to ever play the game. So it was a nerve-wracking moment, but it was wonderful to see how quickly you picked it up.
It was, yeah. It didn't take long actually, because I mean, I think I said to you at the time, it was playing things like City Skylines. You know, you've got the certain. I play that a lot. You've got the certain way the keys do things, and you immediately go to that. And there wasn't much difference. The odd little thing, but very quickly. I mean, we'll see a bit later in the footage. I was, whacking trees down, lighting stuff, and all sorts of things. So.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, we've tried to keep it all very familiar, but usability is really important to us. So we're going to be watching how people play the game and the things that they get stuck on. We'll be taking that feedback and improving it before launch.
I could tell you were watching everything I was doing. Oh, you didn't.
Oh, like a hawk. Yeah, I wrote a lot of notes when I got back. So yeah,
good.
Plenty of things to be done.
This was good here. I like this. Didn't you call this? Was it the ride flow or something like
that?
Yeah.
So this is the ride placement flow. So this is every time you place a ride, it's just going to give you little prompts that help you make sure that you've got all the components that you need to open your ride. So it's not as invasive as a full-on tutorial, but it's just gonna give you a few little prompts and help you through the process.
It was handy because I mean I've played other coaster games, and some aren't as obvious. So you sort of have your ride down, you think you've set it all up, and you haven't got the entrance hooked up or whatever. But I like the way it sort of got the ticks in the corner here, so you know exactly what you've done.
That's it. We're trying to avoid a situation where people put down a ride and they don't really know what's happening.
Yeah.
They don't know why it's not opened, and they don't know why they can't open it. So
avoiding all the frustration, and like you said, it's not like a tutorial, is it? It's just like a little bit of help.
Just a little bit of help
as you go along. So we've got this ride down. We've placed our queue, and now we've got the exit coming up as well. I like the little entrance gates as well. They're nice, they are.
That's right. Yeah, they'll be animated eventually, so they'll open and close when people come through. They're static for now, but
oh, brilliant. Okay, oh, that's good. So we've got the ride on. So we're just waiting for some guests to arrive in the park, because at the minute we've got nothing. This is it.
Well, you should see some people start to appear. They'll be coming out of that mountain at the back where they all live, and they'll be coming to have a go on your genie ride.
Let's have a look. Here they come. Aha! Oh, they're being led by somebody there as well. I noticed that before.
Oh yeah, you've got the Coaster Kings leading them in.
He's like, "Come on, everybody, head this way." I can probably tell he's overselling this park a little bit. He's like, "It's got this amazing one ride with a path and one bush that's about to be placed."
Well, the way the crowd system's working is they come into the park and they have a destination that they want to go to based on the things that they enjoy. At the moment, there's only the one ride, so there's really only one place they can go. But if they were all hungry and you'd built a burger restaurant, they'd start to navigate towards that. But at the moment, there's just the one ride, so they're going to head straight for there.
So I'm assuming that, as the game goes on, because at the minute it's Sandbox, so the sort of, I suppose, what you'd call it, the management side of things isn't in there yet.
No, this alpha is really about having a building sandbox, just to make sure that everyone really likes the way that our modular scenery and all of our building flow works nicely, and then we'll be adding the management stuff later on.
Yeah, so the behind the scenes sort of each person, I think we were talking about it a bit as well, there will be, I was talking with your boss, I can't remember his name now.
Oh, Johnny,
yes, for a while. And he was saying that there will be facts and figures you can look at, but generally you'll be looking at how the people react to what's going on.
Well, that's right. We don't want the only way that the player can tell how the park's going will be to look at a graph. I don't want it to be that way. So we want it to be so that all of the reactions are shown actually in the animations of the characters. So when you look at the little guys walking around your park, you can see the way that they're behaving and immediately know if there's something wrong in your park. If everyone looks lost, you know that you haven't laid things out properly. If everyone looks like they need the loo, then you know that you need more toilets. We want that to be obvious without icons and too much UI on the front end. We really want a living UI in the crowd system itself.
You really get that. I mean, there's some other footage I'll probably put in as well that really shows the faces of the people, whether they're feeling sick or whether they're hungry or whatever. I like that. I really like that. It adds, it's like breaking the fourth wall or the third wall?
Yeah, that's right,
It stops you doing that because all you're doing is looking at the park and the people. That's I like that. Very clever.
That's right. Well, we have a lot of fun doing all the reaction animations, and it's worth pointing out that the animations that you see in the alpha at the moment are actually a fraction of what's going to be in the final game. We've got a whole bunch more reactions to go in. We've just got a decent set for now, but yeah, we've got a lot more to go.
This was I like this. We played around with this a bit later after I'd recorded my footage, but we were talking a bit about with the Kraken.
The Mighty Kraken, yes.
Mighty Kraken, this guy. You can go and see him, actually. At the end, we'll show you a world where he's in. But I was just talking about the details that you've got on the builds. Things even that you would have behind the scenes is all there to see, and it's up to you to whether you want to hide it or show it. Or really...
That's it. We put all those hydraulics in there. I mean, you'll see in one of the in the later parks that we'll be showing, someone's actually hidden all the hydraulics inside of a cave, so you just see the Kraken popping out. But yeah, we can actually have all that stuff on the surface for you to see. It's all been modelled and animated.
Very clever, very good detail. Here we go, looking at the people as well. You can get a... It's like they're looking around saying, come on, I want to get on the ride.
Always waiting in the queue, yeah. It's lovely when you see the kids in the queue because they start jumping up and down and trying to see the ride. And
getting excited.
Yeah, they're lovely, actually.
Okay, so here we go. I'm looking at some of the facilities that we can add in. The drink shops, got hat shops, all sorts of things. And we're going to get a bit of a glimpse at the modular building we can do. And this ties in with what you were saying at the beginning about building and sharing as well. You can make blueprints of these things.
Yeah, this will get, actually in the alpha, what you can do at the moment is you can build a small part of a building and you're able to duplicate the whole building. In the final game, you'll actually be able to take that building and share it with other people, sort of like a prefab system.
And there's lots of decorations you can add on. That grid gets pretty big as well. I was doing some testing a bit later on off camera, and the height that you can build to is fantastic. I don't know exactly what it is. You probably, I don't know whether you know.
I don't know the exact number, but I know that I've never hit it. So
well, I must have, just to see, I just placed some walls and I stacked them automatically, as you can do in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And just kept clicking, and I must have clicked 150 times or something ridiculous. It just went
brilliant.
up. Yeah, it's huge. So, but the footprint as well, as you can see, you can drag it out. You can make these buildings pretty big, can't you?
Yes, you certainly can. Yeah, pretty much as big as you like, really. I don't think there's much of a hard limit on it.
I didn't find one.
Yeah, other than obviously the size of the park, but
yes. Yeah, that's quite a big. The building plot we've got as well is quite large, isn't it? I mean, that may change as things go on. Obviously, it's still an alpha, but
it is large. It will probably get larger, I imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it didn't.
I mean, talking about that, I mean, those sort of things, I suppose you're balancing with how the game's going to run on different PCs. You've got to keep all that sort of thing in mind as well.
That's right. We want to make sure that the game stays performant. We don't want to kill the frame rate for everyone, but at the same time, we understand that it's really important to have a big building area. We don't want people hitting the edges of the park really early on and getting frustrated. So we'll be pushing that out, but keeping it practical.
I mean, we'll see again in the parks a bit later. We'll take a quick look at one of them. That even with the detail that you've got in it, you haven't hit the park limit by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, no.
You know, it's
still got a lot of space. We want people to have plenty of space to build into.
Definitely. Something else we've noticed here in the background as we've been talking is it's now night times. You've got a cool day-night cycle that kicks in as well.
That's right. There's a constant day-night cycle. All the lights come on at night and they switch off during the day, and you'll see some beautiful sunsets as it transitions between the two with lovely atmospherics rendering that our rendering team have done. It's a very pretty moment.
It's as soon as you start lighting things from underneath, or I built some sort of weird structure. I've got a photo of it. I was given permission to photograph it on the screen because obviously it wasn't being recorded on one of the other machines that you had.
Oh, great.
And I just fiddled around and made this rock structure, hanging things off it, putting lights in it. Then I made it into a home with doors and windows and all sorts of weird stuff.
You can get so carried away, can't you? You just sit there forever placing. I get carried away placing lights. I love putting the lights down.
I'm excited to see what other people build, particularly people watching me now. If you can build stuff and share it, I'd love to see it. You know, be able to add it to worlds and things. It's just going to be. People are going to get carried away, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely can't wait to see what the community does. I mean, like I think I said to you at the time, the parks that you see in this alpha are ones that we've made in our spare time while we're developing the game at the same time. What I can't wait to see is what people do when they've got all the time in the world and they can. Obviously, not all the time. I know you're busy people, but it's lovely.
Well, I'll tell you
to see what you can do.
This is going to take away a lot of my time because it already did. I mean, I was just literally sat there playing it non-stop while we were chatting to other people. I couldn't get enough of it. So, I mean, when the early bird's out on Tuesday, isn't it?
Yep.
For us as well as everybody else. I mean, I've put aside everything on Tuesday. This is what I'm going to be doing.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm just so excited just to get stuck in and I can see the lighting here. The dynamic lighting is brilliant, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So the lighting system we've got here is brilliant. We can get 256 lights per pixel. I think the rendering programmer told me.
Right,
so
okay.
Obviously they don't all cast shadows because that would be crazy. But in terms of just luminance, we can get a gigantic amount of lights down before it will start to hit your frame rate. It's a very, very clever lighting system.
I was going to mention that actually because I mean the machines that we recorded on were pretty high spec machines, but I was talking to the boss and he was saying that what he plays on is pretty much what I play on here. I've got a GTX 970.
Yeah, that's the same as Johnny's. Yeah, he's got a 970.
But I think he's got an i5 and he plays it on. I've got an i7. So I mean, if he can do it on an i5 GTX 970, perfectly fine.
Yep, and the machine I think I run it at work on a 770 and it runs just fine on that as well.
So there we go. So
the machines that we were demoing this on had a AMD R9 Rage.
Yes.
In it, and an i7 CPU. So
yeah.
And that ran at 60 the whole time.
Well, I was going to say it ran perfectly well. There's never any problems in the way the game ran, the frames per second. I mean, we're not building too much in it, but obviously you guys are keeping an eye on that as we go along. So.
Oh yeah, we're constantly optimizing as well. It will have gotten faster from.
I love this as well. With the sun.
Oh yeah, that lovely sunset that you get.
Really cool. Is that someone's been there all night now?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right, so we've just put down here. This ride's called the Sun Flare, and we're going to check out the ride cam.
That's an enormous ride, isn't it?
It is. I don't know whether I'd actually go on this ride in real life or not.
It is modelled on a real ride, so if it looks too big, because when I first looked at it, I thought, surely not, there's not a ride that big. And then we found one, I think it's in Texas, and it's absolutely huge. So, yeah, it is authentic.
I was going to say that with all the different rides you've got, you've done a lot of research, haven't you?
We've got an obsessive level of authenticity with these rides. Sam Denny is our ride guru, and the amount of research he does is overwhelming, really.
Yeah.
But we put all that into the rides. We want to make sure everything is as familiar as possible to anyone who's a big fan of theme parks.
So we've got down the bottom, we've got the 3 different choices. The first one that we just saw was like a cinematic sort of view
Cinematic
that
camera.
have.
Yeah, it will just procedurally generate a camera and point it at your ride in a way that it thinks is pleasing, and it will keep changing from time to time. So maybe a nice one for the YouTubers or for people just to show off what they've done.
Definitely, I like that. And this is like you've got a forward facing, then you can have a camera facing the person as well, can't you?
That's right. Yeah, this is the through the eyes of the guest camera, the first person camera, and this one faces directly at the guest and scrutinises our animation.
Yeah, it's good. You can jump around like this. I remember her. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, she's terrified and then she loves it. There we go.
This is great. I'm actually sat here again. I've looked at this footage earlier, but I'm sat here again with a big smile on my face. Just can't wait to get stuck in and try this all again. It's very exciting. And again, the detail. I mean, you were saying, because I was talking about like you got the little rivets and things, but the reflections as well.
Oh yeah, all the reflection maps are completely accurate. So if you zoom in on a bolt, you'll see the reflection of the whole park behind you. Then none of it's faked. It's all real. It's quite an achievement.
It is.
I'm very proud. The rendering guys doing an incredible job.
They are doing it. So have you played the game much yourself?
Yes, I have. I snuck a build home, a little test build, and I've been playing it a lot. And I'll be playing it this weekend. We're going to be testing the launcher and things over the weekend to make sure it works from home. And I'll be playing a hell of a lot, and showing it off to my family as well. I can't wait for them to see it.
I haven't shown my boys this yet, but they saw the picture that you guys gave to me, the nice sign print. Thank you for that. And they were like, "Oh, what game's that? It looks great!" And they just love the style of the characters and everything.
Oh, brilliant! So my daughter was in the office just the other day. Actually, I was showing her Gulpy the dinosaur, and she was waving to it. I thought it was wonderful. She's 3, so it was lovely to see.
Yeah, it's very cool. This is one of the worlds that's been made by one of you guys there, I think.
Yeah, so here's one we made earlier. So yes. I think we have a look at Matt Priest's one, don't we? The Kraken Kingdom.
Kraken Kingdom, yes, that's right.
So this little peep, that's what Matt Priest looks like. We made one that looked like him just for that icon. So
you can get a good view, get a good idea of him.
That's right, yeah.
And here we go. I mean, this again isn't anywhere near. I can't remember whether I show the size of the map in this clip or not, but this is nowhere near the size of the map you can build on. And
I think this is maybe 20% of the map size. It's
sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. So this shows you what you can do with the tools that we give you in the alpha. All of this has been done, apart from the terrain editing, I'll point out, because obviously that's not in the alpha. But all of the tree placement, all of the rides, all of the paths and the buildings, that huge hotel building at the back with Planet Coaster written on it, that was all made by Matt, just using the modular pieces.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
I really like that. I mean, we spoke a lot about where there'll be modding involved and things like that, which, you were sort of still discussing and working out. But the fact that you can do the modular building and share that and within the game as well, people are going to come up with so much stuff. Because we've got themes, haven't we? So you've got the pirate theme. And later on, you're going to be adding more themes as you go. I mean, we've seen sort of pictures of the sci-fi theme. Did you mention a fairy theme?
Yeah, I think that we've spoken about the sci-fi theme and the fairy theme, and with the alpha, you're going to have the Planet Coaster theme, which is like a vanilla theme, and our lovely pirate theme as well. So what we've tried to do is make sure that our modular scenery building and our scenery system is granular enough and advanced enough that you can build a huge amount of stuff with it. We've tried not to put too many restrictions on the player, so they can pretty much stick anything to anything and see what you come up with. I hope we've tried to really put as much of our time into that as possible, so hopefully the user base will go completely crazy with it and do things that we never expected.
Well, I was just thinking about what I was doing afterwards when I was playing. I'd try and put the picture up if it's a good enough quality, but I made Cannon Man. I just made this weird structure. Then it's like, where can we place cannons? So I put a statue down, and in the end, he had all these cannons pointing off him. Off, and it was just, messing around.
See, that's exactly the sort of thing that I want to see. It'd be really good fun.
It was good fun. We were talking here about the detail as well. I mean, underneath this pirate ship, I'll probably show the bit of footage that shows it well. It's a bit further on, but even just as the ship swings backwards and forwards, it's squashing the wheels down. And
oh, that's it. Yeah, I really wanted you to see how much detail our riggers put into these flat rides. So our rigger Tom Morlidge, he takes care to rig every single piston and wheel and hinge in the whole ride, to the extent that he actually built a little system that will squash the wheels down as the boat goes past, so that it is completely authentic. Even though this is from a camera angle that you'll probably not see most of the time, but if you do get down there, we haven't just faked it. It's a real functioning mechanical ride. And you'll see we even had little details, like you can see where the wheels
will rub along. Yeah,
we've tried to really like I say, loads of authenticity and try and bring it to life because it's just a more believable world if we get all that in.
One of the things that's really stood out to me, and I know it has to a lot of people as well, watching like your live streams and reading your dev diaries and anything that you release, is the enthusiasm that all of you have got for what you're doing as well. I mean,
we love it. Yeah, we've been wanting to make this game for years. I say we've got a real heritage of making coaster games. Some people like Johnny have been working on coaster games for 13 years.
Yeah.
It's probably the longest of anyone in the business. So, and we all love roller coaster games ourselves. So we're making this game as much for ourselves to play as for anyone else, because it's been a long time since the last big roller coaster games, and we all want another one.
Yeah.
We want to bring it into 2016, make a high-end PC version of the game that we all love.
I'm very excited to play. And I was going to mention as well, just at the end here, because we've got everything that you've seen that's available in the game now as well. And also, we can talk about this because I've been told you can. You've unlocked the ability to make the roller coasters as well, which isn't in that footage there. But
oh, yes, we have. Yeah, there'll be a little cheat code that you can pop in. You're definitely sure you can talk about that, so you can edit
yes,
this
I
out.
had,
yeah,
I had an email.
That's good.
Zach
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, allowed to on the day that these videos go out. So that's the day before you all get in the game. So they're gonna love it. I mean, with the fact that you can build everything you've seen already, and then you can add coasters around it as well. That's the thing. I mean, I had a little bit of a play with making some coasters, but most of my time was doing the modular building. I just love that.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. So the good thing is when you combine the two and you have your modular building and you build a nice tunnel through the middle, you have a coaster that goes, straight through the middle of your restaurant or whatever. It's
going to be great. I'm looking forward to that the most on the Tuesday, is sitting down with the coasters and putting it all together. So
yeah, I love doing all that stuff.
Thank you very much, Nick. I've appreciated your insight into the game as well, and your hard work on all the animations and that sort of stuff that we're enjoying. Oh,
thank you very much, and thank you to everyone for their lovely feedback, particularly with the animation. The team absolutely loves reading it, and it's a pleasure speaking to the community.
Keep the feedback coming, because you guys are listening, aren't you? You're taking it all
keep it coming. We take it all on board. It's really important to us to hear the good and the bad.
Yeah, excellent. I'm very excited to see what's coming up in the future alphas as well. What more we can see, we shall look forward to that. So thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you.
Care.
Everyone enjoy the alpha. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So there we go. That was my first play of Planet Coaster, and I was the first person ever outside of Frontier and Planet Coaster to sit down and play it, and I really thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was a great day. Really, really enjoyed it. And as I mentioned in the interview there afterwards, I just sat and played the whole time. There were other PCs that we can play on. Couldn't record, unfortunately, but we just messed around and had fun, built some stuff, and just really, really enjoyed myself. I'm so looking forward to when the game unlocks tomorrow and I can start recording my Let's Play, because I know you guys are going to want to see that as well, see what else is in the game. And as was mentioned in the video, there is an unlock code so you can unlock the coasters, because they won't be available in the build that you have as it stands, because they still wanted to do a bit more work on them, but they thought, well, the feedback from us guys on the day was that they're so much fun and people are really going to want to see them. They said, okay, we'll put them in, we'll hide them behind a secret good old-fashioned cheat code. So I'm going to pop out a card now. You can click on that and you can go and watch and see how to unlock the coasters. That's just going to be in a separate video for people to find, so hopefully you will find that useful. And don't forget to check back later on tomorrow when the game unlocks. After that, I'm going to start recording an LP, a Let's Play, and we're going to discover all the different things in the game together. So guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I tried to show off as much as I could of the game, but I'd literally just sat down and played it. I wasn't given any time to learn really beforehand. I sort of had a bit of a run through by Nick for 5 or 10 minutes, but that was it. So it was just, that's it, sit down and play. And even though it was pretty intuitive, you will pick it up quite quick. There was so much more in the game I wanted to do, so I'm going to have to wait like you guys for tomorrow, which is fine. I don't mind. I'm very excited for that. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. Leave a comment as well. What are you looking forward to most playing in the game? I really want to hear from you. And if you're new to my channel, particularly because you've seen the Planet Coaster video, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on all the good Planet Coaster content that will be coming your way. Guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.